So Danny and Rosemary, thank you again for having me. And I just wanted you to share a little bit about, you heard me on the radio and you had me come over and just explain share with others what made you decide to produce your own power and allow me to help you with the benefits of solar.
Well, we had looked into it a couple of years ago, and the company that we had talked with actually had recommended a lease rather than a purchase, and that didn't make any sense to us. I also knew that the 30% tax credit was going to run out at the end of last year. So we contacted you before that happened in hopes of getting a full tax credit if that's what we wanted to do. And we did, and we got the full tax credit, and we got a lot of money back from the government and taxes, which we're going to use to, pay for this thing.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And so now, Rosemary, you're living more comfortably, but remember when I sat down with you and you said, this kind of sounds too good to be true because I promised that you weren't ever going to pay APS again.
Yes.
And you're going to have a zero bill every month.
Yes.
And a credit. And you're like, this just sounds too good to be true. And what's happened?
And it is true. It is absolutely true. Ever since the switch went over to solar, we've just been reaping in the money.
Oh, I'm super excited. And what's your credit at today? And it's like almost the end of May, but
it's over $500. It's like $509 or $515 or something like that.
And how comfortable have you been living in your house? Because I know it's been a hotter April and May.
I keep the thermostat at 73 and don't touch it. And it's just been wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
Just wonderful.
I'm super excited. So we're, based on our math calculations, Danny and Rosemary, we're thinking you're going to get at least 1,000, probably closer to 1,200 or more back at the end of this year. How excited is that making you?
Oh, that's...
She's already spent it.
So if you were talking to neighbors or friends, or just, this is going to be shared on my website and maybe even on a few of my radio shows, what was the most important thing that you would tell people about your experience with me and the accuracy of what I've explained to you and the outcome?
I would say that everything you promised has come to be. Anytime you make any kind of a big purchase or a big investment, you're hoping that it works out the way it's supposed to. And so far it has.
Yeah, it's like it is too good to be true.
But now you know everything is true and accurate and correct. Yes. Would you have any hesitation of telling people this is absolutely makes sense because this is electricity that you're going to rent from APS? It's going to continue to increase. And now you've actually invested in your own power plant on your own roof. The government's paying for part of it. Now APS is paying part of it. Now they're paying you for part of it. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple.
I wouldn't have any qualms about talking to other people. In fact, I just did yesterday, as a matter of fact. So.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Rosemary. I'm super excited. Can hardly wait to see a super comfortable summer for you guys, and I can hardly wait to see what your check is when you get back at the end of the year.
We can't wait either.
We'll have to go celebrate on me, not on your check. I'll take you out to celebrate. Thanks again for having me.
Good.
And it's been a pleasure helping you save money on a bill that you were spending too much money on, and now you're not.
Yeah.
Thank you.